Imagine this, it's Christmas Eve. The snow is falling. The lights are twinkling. You're surrounded by your closest friends, sipping wine and sharing laughter. Sounds perfect, right? But there's a catch. By the time the night ends, everyone in that room knows one thing: they're not waking up tomorrow. Welcome to Silent Night, a dark comedy apocalypse film that flips the script on everything you thought you knew about doomsday stories. This is not your typical end-of-the-world blockbuster. There are no explosions, no heroes saving the day. Instead, Silent Night forces you into one room, one night, with one impossible question: what do you do when the world is ending? The story revolves around Nell, played by the incredible Keira Knightley, and her husband Simon, portrayed by Matthew Goode. They've invited their closest friends to their countryside home for what seems like a festive holiday gathering. But there's an unsettling truth beneath the surface. By government mandate, everyone in the world has been given suicide pills. Why? To avoid the agonizing death caused by a poisonous gas sweeping across the globe. This isn't just a Christmas dinner. It's a farewell party. What makes Silent Night so haunting is its intimacy. Set entirely in one house over a single night, the movie pulls you into the raw, unfiltered emotions of its characters. At first, they try to act normal, laughing, reminiscing, even dancing to Christmas music. But as the hours tick by, the cracks start to show. Every joke feels forced. Every smile is hiding fear. And every conversation leads to a deeper truth. What would you say to your friends if you knew it was the last thing they'd ever hear? This movie doesn't just rely on its story, it's carried by its stellar cast. Keira Knightley brings grace and vulnerability to Nell, while Matthew Goode perfectly captures Simon's quiet strength and hidden despair. But the real standout? Lily Rose Depp as Sophie, a young woman grappling with an impossible choice. Sophie is pregnant, and that raises the ultimate moral question: should she take the pill and end her life? Or risk everything for her unborn child? Her decision doesn't just affect her, it sparks a chain reaction that forces everyone to confront their own beliefs. And then there's Art, Nell and Simon's son, played by Roman Griffin Davis. He's just a kid, but his innocent questions and raw emotions will break your heart. Here's the thing about Silent Night: it's not all doom and gloom. Somehow, in the middle of the apocalypse, the movie manages to be funny. The humor is sharp, uncomfortable, and sometimes downright absurd. It's the kind of laughter that makes you feel guilty because deep down, you know the truth. But isn't that what makes it so real? In the face of the unthinkable, sometimes all you can do is laugh. Unlike traditional apocalypse films filled with massive destruction and action-packed sequences, Silent Night takes a different approach. It zooms in on the human experience, on love, fear, and the messy, complicated emotions that come with saying goodbye. The movie doesn't shy away from tough questions. What happens when people blindly trust authority? What do you owe to your family? To your friends? To yourself? And perhaps the hardest question of all, if you had a choice, would you take the pill? Silent Night isn't just a movie. It's an experience, a raw, thought-provoking, and deeply human story that stays with you long after the credits roll. It's funny, it's heartbreaking, and it's terrifying in a way that feels all too real. So grab your friends, dim the lights, and prepare for a film that will make you laugh, cry, and question everything you thought you knew about the end of the world. Because sometimes, the scariest apocalypse isn't out there. It's right here, around the dinner table.